Welcome to Faraday Junior YouTube channel. In this episode, we are going to look at implicit differentiation. Alright, so when we say implicit differentiation is how we are going to differentiate implicit function, right? So let's look at something here. Given the mapping y maps to f of x, right? If x and y here are independent variables, right? Then f of x is a function of a single variable if they are independent, right? Independent. If they are independent variables. Then f of x is what is a function of a single variable. So let's consider a function like y is equal to s squared plus 3x minus 5, right? This is completely defined in terms of x. So therefore, y is called an explicit function of x. Y is called an explicit function of x because it is completely defined in terms of x, right? Let's look at this function, for instance, where the relation or where it may not be possible to state y in terms of x or state x in terms of y. This function is known as implicit function, right? Let's look at this function, 3xy plus 5y cubed is equal to 4. You see, for this function, it may not be possible, it is not possible for us to state x in terms of y or state y in terms of x. So this function is an implicit function. And for a function where you can state y in terms of x, right, where you can make y the subject, right, or x the subject, those functions are explicit functions. All right, so we are going to look at differentiation of implicit functions, right, where it is not possible for you to state one variable in terms of the other, right? So let's get started. So if you have set function, how do you differentiate them? Let's look at an example here, right? So let's say we have example. Let's say we have s cubed minus 3xy plus y cubed equals 2, right? And we have to differentiate this with respect to x, right? We have to differentiate this with respect to x. How are we going to do that? So the first thing you have to do is, or how the easiest way is, you differentiate each term step by step, but you should take note of the terms where you have both variables present. You have to treat them as separate functions, right? So let's take the first variable. So here we have only x present, so we are going to have the x cubed over the x, right, minus, sorry, minus. So now we have to get all the functions, differentiating them with respect to x. So plus y cubed with respect to x is equal to 2 with respect to s, right? So this is the first step. You have to write them in this way. This indicates that you are differentiating each term with respect to s. Now let's go ahead and then differentiate them. So here, what are we differentiating? We are differentiating x. The variable here is x, right? So the x over the x, right? And then when you differentiate x cubed, what do you get? You get 3x squared, right? Minus, here it might not be possible for us to differentiate. So we use the product rule because we have x and y present. So we have to treat them as the product of two different functions, right? Two different functions. So let's take the constant out. Let's take 3 out. We are going to have 3 out. And then according to the product rule, if you have two functions multiplying each other, what do? You maintain the first one, then you multiply it by the derivative of the second one. So dy dx, right? Plus, then you maintain the second one, then you multiply it by the derivative of the first one. So dx over dx, right? Plus, so what variable are we differentiating here? We are differentiating y. So dy dx. And then when you differentiate y cubed, we get 3y squared, right? It's equal to, here we are differentiating a constant, so we get 0, right? So let's move to the next step. Here we have the x over the x. So the x will cancel the x. So we are going to have 3x squared minus 3. Then we have our x here. So when, okay, we are differentiating which variable? We are differentiating y. So dy over the x, right? And when you differentiate y, what do we get? We get 1. So plus y. What variable are we differentiating? We are differentiating x. So the x with respect to x. And then when you differentiate x, what do we get? We get 1 plus 3y squared dy over the x is equal to 0. So let's expand this bracket. So 3x squared minus, so this my 3 multiplying x multiplying dy dx multiplying 1. We are going to have minus 3, right? X dy over the x. This minus 3 multiplying y multiplying the x over the x multiplying 1. So this the x will cancel this the x, so it will go away. So minus 3 times y times 1. That is going to give us minus 3y plus this 3y squared dy over the x, which is equal to 0. Right. So what do? We are differentiating with respect to x. So it's the same as finding dy dx. So let us move all the terms that do not have dy over the x in them to the right side so that we can make dy dx the subject, right? So here we are going to have minus 3x dy over the x plus 3y squared dy over the x, which is equal to, so 3y will go, and then 3x squared will go. So here when you factorize dy over the x out, you are going to have dy minus 3x plus 3y squared, right? Is equal to 3y minus 3x squared. So we divide both sides by minus 3x plus 3y squared minus 3x plus 3y squared. So this will take this out. So you are going to have dy on the x to be equal to, so let's factorize 3 out from the upper side. So 3 out here, y minus x squared, right? And we factorize 3 at the denominator, right? So y squared minus x is the same thing, right? So this 3 will cancel 3. We are going to have y minus x squared all over y squared minus x. So this is our final answer. See you in our next episode.